Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I hope you're well from wherever you're watching this channel. After a long time, suddenly William Samoei Ruto has surfaced and reacted to the one-term call.
And if it's a question of terms, the Constitution already has sorted out and settled the issue of terms. Terms are limited. You can either be one term, you can be two term, maximum. And if it is Ruto must go, tell me how you want me to go.
Remember these days, out of 10 places, you'll find that 7 places you'll hear someone talk about one term. So Ruto has suddenly reacted to this call for one term. And based on his reaction, ladies and gentlemen, it's like Ruto is telling you, the president is telling you that he is ready to exit. I mean, if it's a matter of one term, then it's okay. It can even leave after, the elapse of this term. But the biggest question is, how do you want him to exit office? The Constitution provides a number of ways by which the president can leave office. He can as well resign. But he doesn't want to resign. So how do you want him to leave that office? So that's a very strong message sent to the opposition faction and to people who want to see William Ruto leave office. So to you, ladies and gentlemen, how do you want William Ruto to leave office? Because he has literally put a question out there for anybody to react to it. Now, based on the body language of William Ruto, I could tell that he is not happy. First, that's one thing that I noticed. He is not happy, especially after the destruction of properties. And this time round, to be honest, the government bloggers have lost. In this war, they have totally lost because they have not been able to control the narrative. The narrative being pushed from the opposition faction has outsmarted the narrative being pushed from the government side. So these are some of the very important things that people need to look at. Itumbi and his team, it's as if they cannot outsmart regard these bloggers. Let me just term it that way, regard these bloggers. So for William Samoei Ruto to come out publicly and make such claims in a video that I'm about to share, ladies and gentlemen, one thing that I make out of that is that he feels bothered by the fact that people keep on saying one term. I'm going to give you a story about something concerning this one term, because somewhere I had gone and I heard people talk about one term. But first and foremost, I wanted to listen to this message from William Samoei Ruto.
Everywhere, and we shortly will not have a country. I don't know whether that is the direction we want to go. And if it's a question of terms, the Constitution already has sorted out and settled the issue of terms. Terms are limited. You can either be one term, you can be two term, maximum. You cannot have more than that. So what is this craze about terms? The Constitution already provides for those terms. So please, let us look for the solutions of our challenges. And solutions cannot be found in terms. Solutions are found in strategy and a plan. And if it is Ruto must go, tell me how you want me to go. What? I mean, let's be honest with ourselves. What do you mean? What do you mean by Ruto must go? How do I go? Because we have a constitution in place, dear people, right? Yes. If you want Ruto to go, please, my simple advice to you, look for a better plan. Convince the people of Kenya that you have a better plan. If you want Ruto to go, please do the honorable thing, you know. Develop a better plan than the one I have. Yes. The one that creates more jobs than the one I have. The one that brings down the cost of living than the one I have. The one that creates more opportunities for the young people of Kenya than the one that exists, you know. Do not tell us that you hate so-and-so. This one must go. That one must have this term or the other. And you have no strategy. I have said, you cannot replace a plan that is working that you don't like with no plan. The only thing you have, you are armed with hate and violence. And then you want us to agree with you? Really? Please. There are very few fools in Kenya. Persuade us. If you persuade us, you know, I can also go and concentrate on farming and help in food security, you know. If you have a better plan, but don't ban the country for heaven's sake. We don't have another country.
Yes, very well, ladies and gentlemen. That is the message that William Ruto has shared with the people, for people to digest and come up with a way of making sure that he leaves office. So the question to you again, how do you want William Ruto to leave office? Of course, the options provided are one, through an impeachment. That will be through the parliament. He can as well resign. He can be declared bankrupt. That can happen. Or you can use your votes in 2027 to remove the president. You see, those are some of the ways which I'm aware about. You know, the parliament can as well do that. Your members of parliament, they can as well initiate an impeachment. But has that ever been done in Kenya? Never. And who's going to do it? And who's going to bring about that impeachment motion? You know, the people, the leadership of Rigathi Gachagua, especially the members of parliament there, I don't know why they are not bringing that impeachment motion in parliament to test the waters. If at all they think it is the best way to solve the problem that Kenyans are faced with. If the problem is to remove William Ruto, then I think the people in Rigathi Gachagua's faction should have done the needful and probably brought up an impeachment motion, just like what was brought in parliament during the kicking of Rigathi Gachagua. Mwengi Mutuse brought up an impeachment motion, and that was discussed about, the voting were done, subsequent, Senate grilling and the like. Then eventually Rigathi Gachagua was kicked out of office. Why can't they bring another impeachment motion to, if they want to actually remove William Samoei Ruto? That is, I'm talking about the faction of Rigathi Gachagua. So there's a place I'd visited today, going to buy some computers for a client. Now what happened is that the owner of that shop shocked me, and the first thing that I heard him talk about is one term. Of course, these days some people just use that as a joke. Wamezoea tu kusema one term kama joke. It's just like the way the name cousin, when people started using it, it was being used by people, the term cousin, to mean the people who align with the Rigathi Gachagua. So in this analysis, ladies and gentlemen, our focus is on what Ruto said. And I left you a very important question. How do you want William Ruto to leave office? Just tell us below on the comment section. So perhaps if you're watching this video and you've not subscribed, take 1 second and subscribe, like this video. Till you catch up again, stay safe and stay blessed.